of the world's biggest stars have publicly declared their fake feud is over after a year of sledging via social media. Love this. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman made peace in a new video. Take a look.
Hey everyone, Ryan and I recently called it a truce in our social media war, and we promised to make ads for each other.
Let's roll it.
Can't wait.
And Hugh could be behind such a heroic company. Hugh guessed it. My friend, Hugh Jackman, the loving and caring man who created Laughing Man. Make every cup count.
Wow. Wow, man, that's really professional, let's say. I'm not quite ready to show mine yet, but let's just cut for a second. No, it's not almost finished, just some colour correcting
for a second.
No,
let's just roll it. Come on, I can't wait to see it. Go, roll it.
Ryan Reynolds is a complete...
That is funny. Let's bring in our masters of spin, Jane Caro and Matt Bywater, joining us on the couch. Good morning to you both. So this feud has been going on social media for a while. Was that always the plan, to build it up to this, or did they start the feud and then think, oh, actually, hang on, we can cash in on that?
That's a really interesting question, and of course, because I wasn't in the planning meetings, I can't actually tell you.
If you had to guess.
If I had to guess, I suspect that they started out doing something, it got a lot of traction, they then decided to build on it, and it became a bit more organic. You'd have to be a genius, which isn't to say that they aren't, maybe they are, or they're advertising people are, to work this out from beginning to end.
Just cynically plan it. You get the feeling that it's not, but why not write it in the end and make some money out of it as well? Will they make money out of this, the companies? Will they actually sell more?
Absolutely. And you've got to look at the markets. They're ingenious, congested market, and people always question celebrity endorsement. In this case, it works because it's his gin. And the same with Laughing Man Coffee. It's a great idea. It's a great result they're doing to help coffee growers get more margin in their product. And so it's charity. Hugh Jackman's not making money out of it. But once again, it's a congested market, and it's hard for them to get traction against big advertising dollars. And they're getting lots of traction, millions of views.
Those two in particular, like, you couldn't hope for two better guys, could you? They've got everything going for them.
But it's still a fine line, isn't it? Like, if you try the schmaltzy thing, if it's not quite right, then it can fall spectacularly.
I suspect that's why this is working really on a negative idea, that these two are fighting. So they've actually completely undercut the schmaltzy thing. But we can read the nuance that they're actually obviously extremely close friends, have the same sense of humour, and we feel like we're part of the joke, we're part of the friendship, we're part of what's going on, and that's why we
could try it, but we wouldn't have to fake it, so it'd be easy.
It'd be so good.
Are you as good actors as Ryan Reynolds?
Probably not.
Well, no.
Now, Coca-Cola has been forced to apologise after creepy, in inverted commas, napkins with messages were handed out to Delta passengers mid-flight. Now, the passengers encouraged singles to hook up on the plane. Coca-Cola are usually pretty spot on with their ads, aren't they? But what do you think? Did they miss the mark on this? It seems to have offended
They missed
people.
the century, the wrong time. You know what? 10 years ago, 20 years ago, this would have been perfectly fine. 10 years' time, maybe it will be again. But right now, in America, this is a very, very sensitive issue.
Would that have been okay, say, at a college bar rather than on a plane?
Maybe, but I think we are now so sensitive about consent and, power imbalances and all those kinds of things. We're working our way through a new way of looking at things.
Isn't this a bit oversensitive, though? Because it was putting your phone number on something and handing it to someone. I mean, it wasn't taking away anyone's consent.
No, and you could throw it away, but I think you're on a plane, you want to get to where you're going, and you get a napkin with a message like this on anything.
It is oversensitive. It's just the wrong time. Right now in America, the Me Too movement, it's a very, very sensitive time. As a brand, back away from it. You've got nothing to gain and a lot to lose.
If they'd made it about friendship, talk to the person next to you, that would have worked.
I wanted to get your reaction to this. An unfortunate spelling mistake has seen a house listed as being situated in a thieving suburb of Melbourne. Some people suggesting they were just being truthful. We assume they meant thriving suburb in Melbourne. So how many people would have seen this, and how did it get through?
Well, a lot now. The danger here too is it draws attention to crime, which may not have been on top of people's list. Now all of a sudden, and the stats are out there, this suburb has double the crime to the next suburb. And so this is a bad thing that's happening to this real estate agent and to the area.
But But there's an opportunity in every mistake. So what this real estate agency should immediately do is run a small ad in the local papers with someone from their agency writing lines, I must learn how to spell thrive. I must learn how to spell thrive. And they'll get away with it.
It's funny, isn't it? Thriving is something you normally say about little babies, don't you? So imagine writing to a relative in the eastern states or overseas and get that wrong. Little Johnny is thieving.
Very proud of him. Matthew, Jane, always good to see you. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. Weekend Sunrise is back in just a moment.
That's why I am